Okay. Hey, and here we are. Maybe just that full. And here we are at the grand finale of Magfest 9. I'm actually shooting this a day later, and the reason and why is because, well, it's surrounding me. My brother, why is my hobgoblin mask out? My brother had a sleepover last night, and I couldn't film this, so I'm doing it right here and now. And we're gonna do a little bit of a recap here to go over Magfest 9. But before I do, I really had fun at this convention, and met all kinds of web celebrities, and I really hope I wasn't coming off as obnoxious in any way. Hey, I really try my best not to be obnoxious, not to be an annoyance, but, you know, I do admit I can get a little wild and crazy when I'm having fun, and I really apologize if they see this, if I was in any way obnoxious. They probably don't remember me particularly, but I apologize for any obnoxious behavior. I try not to be obnoxious. But, you know, when you see these people online, then you're meeting them in real life, you know, you really start to go a little stir-crazy. But, anyway, once again, everybody was really nice. This was a big shock I had last year. I seriously thought some of these people would be really hard to sit down and meet and stuff. They want to get to panels and everything. But no, they were all enthusiastic to meet fans. They were really nice. His Lo Karibo last year, he was really nice, and I admire that guy, really. He is one of the most famous people on the internet because of his abridged series, and if you ask to be his friend on YouTube, he'll do it. You know, he doesn't have this attitude like, I'm too good for you, and I've even seen him do some voice work for minors. What the... Sorry, I just noticed that my little Tron Legacy diorama, somebody knocked Clue off. And speaking of Tron, that was actually one of the coolest things I got to do at this convention. I got to play Tron NCOM, a game that was actually in Tron Evolution. And sadly, they never fixed up the Disc Wars, as you already saw in the previous videos. I really wanted to play that game because I love the disc battles. Unfortunately, they never fixed it, so that's a bit of a disappointment. But anyway, I had a lot of fun at this convention, and this may be the last year I go to Magfest. I hope it's not, but they had such overcrowding. I mean, it was a good thing I pre-registered this year because I saw they had a sign that said, if you aren't pre-registered, you will be turned away from this convention. So thank God I did that, because I seriously wasn't planning on doing that. But then I got worried I wasn't going to be able to make the badge because of my classes, and I said, you know what, I better pre-register. And thank God I came to that decision, because if I hadn't pre-registered, I would have been out of luck. I would have been up Schitt's Creek. And anyway, crowding this year was ridiculous. As you saw in my previous videos, the first day was all about getting my badge. We were in that line, my partner and I, we were in that line for an hour and a half at least, just trying to get to the front. And we traded off, but it took at least an hour and a half. Heck, through most of the lines, I'd have conversations with the other attendees just to entertain myself. That guy with the glasses panel, line that starts like here, it moves, loops all the way around, and goes back this way. The Angry Video Game Nerd line was pretty much the same. Now that one, thank God, I actually managed to get up front. I managed to get up front in the first row. You might even see me. I saw they were recording the panel, so I actually might be on Cinemassacre's website again. This time, more clear. I was on last year through my question, but I was off in the distance, so I might actually get on through the panel at a more clear view. And by the way, that question I that came out about the shit. That was me. I was sort of asking about that. Movie magic. The guy, James Rolfe, is really good. Well, anyway, let's get down and see all the stuff I bought, because believe me, I bought a lot. I was actually pulling out, like, emergency money, but I said, you know, this may be the last year, because crowding may cause them to move. I hope they don't move. The Hilton that they go to is, like, just a few blocks away from my campus, and it's a casual drive for me. I hope they don't move. Now, they're probably going to be in the D.C. area. That's always the tradition. They always are in Virginia, around the D.C. area. But if they are actually in D.C., forget it. I am not going to drive there every day. It might take up some sort of rooming like my partner did. He had, back for the Hilton. Oh, one other thing. I actually, on the first day, brought one of my Green Lantern rings, my personal favorite. DC Direct used to do this, and then they stopped. I really don't know why, because it's really cool. They used to put these little one-size-fits-all rings in their figures. Now, I think they've made Blackest Night rings. My friend who you saw in the videos, has like a Sinestro Corps ring, and I really want to figure out how to get those. But anyway, this one is actually Kyle Rayner's ring. It's my personal favorite ring. And I actually brought this for my picture with Linkara. It's not in the videos because I was actually filming in my first meeting with Linkara, and I only brought it the first day. But anyway, let's go over and see some stuff we bought. This actually was free, and this was so cool. The poster to Tron Evolution, which I thought was so cool. And actually, it's got a flip side, so you can see Clue there, Clue 2 to be exact. Except this one doesn't have, like, the credits. My parents actually think that this side is actually the cooler side, but I want this side. It has Korra! Anyway, I suppose I could always flip it, but I thought this was really cool, and it was free, believe it or not. And actually, I found that there was a Tron panel at Magfest, which I missed. I completely forgot about that convention. I looked it up later, and I was like, I missed that panel. Really should have gone to that. Anyway, it's done is done. And I think it's a really awesome poster. I even had one guy actually come up and ask where I got it. Let's see. I, of course, bought lots of art. Alright, now some of this, I'm not gonna frame all of this. Really wish I could, but there's two reasons I'm not gonna frame it all. One, I can't really afford frames for everything. And two, I had spent the last year here trying to overpower convention stuff with my own. See, like, that one there, that's mine. That's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. That's mine, that's mine, and then that one down there is mine. Some of this is stuff I did for school, some of this is stuff I did for DA. If you want to get technical, that one's mine. It's sort of a little plaque I made of autographs I got last year. Here, and I sort of cropped and put them on there. Everything else was souvenirs. That was pretty much it. Those were all things I got last year. That was from the all-night grad party. Oh, I don't know if I pointed to that. That was from Magfest last year. And that was from Blockbuster, that G.I. Joe poster. So anyway, I'm not going to frame all of it, but I will have a few that I will frame. Let's see here. First of all, this was free. I didn't even pick this up. I just found this, and I said, man, I'll take it. I have no idea what it was. Some sort of Sonic the Hedgehog mini-film or something. Anyway, from 8th Day Anime, we have the Buttercup. Once again, the way I dreamed of her when I was 9. I really think it's a pretty creative approach. And I've gone to 8th Day Anime's website, and he does have versions of these for Buttercup and Blossom. Blossom looks pretty much like this, except she's got long orange hair. Bubbles has a lot more blue on. She's actually looking very different than this. But, and she's got, like, big locks of blonde hair. And I didn't see them there at Magfest, but thankfully he had Buttercup. I kind of like it. I think it's a creative approach. For starters, she actually has fingers. And she's cute. And let's see what else we got here. This was an interesting crossover. This was from, forgot the name of that webcomic place. It says Cabo here. Actually, the same people who did that Joker picture I showed you on my wall. It's a pretty interesting crossover between the Flash, Sonic, and Speedy Gonzalez, which I thought was pretty awesome. A nice crossover there. Let's see, in here, we have one of my favorite characters in video games. Name's Terra. Now, I will admit, the day I bought this, I kind of bought all female fan arts. I will admit, I actually like female characters a bit more than male characters, because I kind of think strong, likable females are kind of rare in fiction these days. So whenever there's a great female character I like, I really sort of cling to them. So here we have Terra with a Moogle. And this one I actually might frame simply because I really like her. This was back when she had green hair before they changed it to blonde. Personally, I think she looks better with green hair than blonde. I know, oh, it's strange, but it's Final Fantasy. And let's see here. Again, one of my favorite females, Samus. This one was from Ghostfire, the same people who did that Naruto and Hinata one I showed you. Not the one where he's crying. The one on this side of the room here. There, the Naruto and Hinata. Ghostfire did that. This one I am going to frame because I really like this. I know she's half exposed, but I prefer it that way. I prefer some sort of indication that Samus is a female. This one is definitely going to get framed. I really like this one. And let's see. The next one here. These are a few art cards. We have my personal favorite fictional character, Naruto, and they do have biographies on the back. Naruto, my personal favorite fictional character. In my opinion, he's like Harry Potter, but with a lot more problems. And do not judge.